Hey everyone. Danny here, coming from vacation mode for another Tough Love Thursday. I am here this week at the family farm in the interior of British Columbia, and it has spent all morning pouring rain, even though we're here on summer vacation. And this is the only sweater that I brought with me. I brought shorts and my bathing suit, and it has been pouring rain for the last 2 days since we got here. But we're making the most of it. We've had a lovely morning playing cards and just relaxing. And I'm here at this one little pocket of area on the property where I can get Wi-Fi to come and join all of you here for another Tough Love Thursday. And thank you to everyone who has been tuning in so far. We are on episode 3 already of these Tough Love Truths, and I have another doozy for you today. Another one that I really, really deeply see as one of the biggest mistakes that every one of my clients, and really probably every human being, is making when it comes to really trying to make change. So before I share this truth with all of you, I just want to say a quick hi. I can see some of you watching live here in the Simply Balanced Health Facebook group. So hello. Let me know if you're here in the comments. I believe I can see the comments here. No, not quite. But I will check in later on those. So hello to everyone who's here live. Your quick 10-minute Tough Love Truth here that I share the recording on the podcast every week as well, if you prefer to listen to these there. And really, the one that I want to share with you today is something that comes up really every time that I work with a client. And I'm going to make some assumptions here, right? That you're in this group, or you're even listening to me, following me, because you want to make a change in your life, right? And maybe that's a change in your relationship with food, right? I'm going to guess you want to finally get back in control with sugar, or to stop having the cravings rule your life and your every day, every moment. And one of the things that I guarantee, here comes the tough love, most of you, 99% of you watching this right now, I'm going to call you out with so much love, are using information seeking as the answer to your sugar freedom problems, your sugar craving addiction problems. Now, what I mean by this is this information seeking drive has actually become an excuse, lovingly sharing this for most of you, to avoid having to do the real work. There is this subconscious part of all of our brains that somehow believes that when we're learning something new, maybe watching this video, right? Watching a documentary, reading a book, Googling, YouTube videos, podcasts, right? Constantly seeking external information as the solution to your sugar dependency issues. And I guarantee the more information you learn, nothing's going to change in your life. And now that's a harsh truth, right, that I'm sharing, because what we actually realize, right, when we're just soaking in information, right, nothing changes. It's in the taking action and implementing what we're learning where the real change happens. So are you stuck in information seeking mode, or are you actually applying what you're learning and doing it, right? Actually doing the work, right? And that might be having to set the boundaries, the healthy boundaries. It might be going to therapy to work through your trauma that you know is at the root cause of your dependency with sugar, right? Or it might be actually meal planning every Sunday, actually looking up the new recipes that you need to cook, right? Because you're not gonna, like, I love using the analogy of swimming, right? You cannot actually know how to swim by reading a book and listening to podcasts on swimming, or listening to me sit here right now and tell you how to swim, right? The swimming actually, the learning to swim actually comes when you're in the pool, right? When you're actually in it, like embodying it, feeling it in your body, right? Having to move your arms, stay afloat, right? So that's a really great analogy that I love using here, because all of you are doing this. All of you are doing this, and I know this because I've worked with hundreds of women over the last 7 years, and every single one of them has done this, and I have done this myself. And I see this left, right, and center. There's a part of us that just so deeply feels like we're making progress when we're learning new things. It's this addiction to signing up to all the free summits, all the free workshops, all the things. And that's why, what I do is so unique in my programs with my clients. It's not about learning new things, right? My Break Free from Sugar program and my other programs that I have are all about the action, right? It's all about applying. There's little tidbits of knowledge that are important, and then it's actually applying it. It's actually doing the thing, right? It's actually taking the time for yourself every day to sit in stillness, or to move your body in a way that feels good, or to connect with your breath and pause before you eat. Like all of those things, that's where the real change happens. And especially when we're talking about the inner work, that is my passion and purpose here. It's really, you can't do inner work by just hearing me talk about it. Nothing changes for you, right? Cognitively, you might understand new concepts. You might understand a new belief system that you want to carry, or an old trauma pattern that's still running for you. But until you actually get in there and do the work, nothing changes. So that's the tough love truth for today, is this harsh truth that most of you are in information seeking mode, assuming and believing that more knowledge is your problem, right? That next book about sugar addiction, or that next summit on sugar dependency, is going to solve all of your problems, because you're just missing that one piece of information. And that's the reason why you haven't been able to make change. And that is not the truth. The reason that nothing has changed in your relationship with sugar is because you haven't changed, because you haven't done the work. And I will sit here and preach that until I go blue in the face, because it is so clear to me. And I want each and every one of you to start getting out of your own way, getting out of your way, so you can actually really create the change that you are seeking and that you are craving so deeply. So there you have it. I would love to hear in the comments below, if you're listening to this live here in our private Facebook group, let me know, does this resonate? I can guarantee there are going to be a lot of you going, that's me, in the comments, and I want to see it. Let me know, is this you? Because the first place is just to lovingly admit that. And I had to do that for myself as well. There was a time in my life where I was just constantly reading the books, doing all the things, outsourcing as well my inner power, and not trusting my body and trusting the shifts that I knew I needed to make for me. So this is maybe the first step for many of you listening to this, and I really hope it is. And I hope that you can start maybe taking those steps into doing the action, right? And doing what you know you need to do in order to finally feel different and behave different and believe different and think different. It doesn't come from just reading a book. It comes from doing the work, ladies, doing the work. And I'm here to support in any way I can. And of course, here in our group, thank you so much for tuning in to another one. I'm looking forward to hearing if this resonates, and supporting all of you with these amazing Tough Love Thursdays. Thank you for being here for another one, and we will see you next week. Same time, same place. Bye, everyone.